Okay, so fundamentally, any strategy, any project, any business needs a process of engagement, collaboration with key stakeholders. If that does not take place, we have total disconnect in an organization and in the project environment as well. So our facilitation approach, we are members of the International Association of Facilitators. Okay, we are professional facilitators, and the facilitation services that we offer to our clients start at strategy facilitation, down into program facilitation, down into project facilitation, and then branches out into the key disciplines of project management. For example, planning, scheduling, costing, estimating, project controls, right down to integrated change controls on projects. We've had instances where clients have asked us to facilitate workshops on scope changes in excess of $1 billion. One scope change, and the facilitation process gets down into the root cause. So we use a number of techniques to get down into the root cause of what's causing the problems on our projects, because otherwise clients and team members focus on things that aren't important. And facilitation allows the neutral platform for everybody to have a voice. And if everybody can have a voice without any partisan, without any ambiguity, with total neutrality, we actually get to the answers very, very quickly. So that the organization can make a decision. Because people do make mistakes in business. Project managers do make mistakes on project. It's fact. And the only way that we can get to some sort of resolution, compromising, call it smoothing, whatever you want, is through a facilitated approach. So we've done over 8,000 facilitation sessions across 58 countries worldwide. We are in a very, very fortunate position that we own a software development company, and we also own a training company. And when we pull those two things together, we have the ability to build simulators, training simulators. And I focus very, very much on the cone of learning. That 90% of what we learn, what we get out of courses, is through simulation, by doing it yourself. Only 10% of retention is through class lecturing. Not saying that lecturing is not important, but it's a blended approach of theory and practice. We own, in our business, 3 project management training simulators. Our pride and joy that has just been released now is the Earned Value Management game, Under Surveillance, which brings the complexity of earned value management into a board game. And it's a hit across the world. We're selling it online on our website now, and it's part of our service offerings. We've got international training companies that will be franchising the Earned Value Management game. We are very, very focused on developing an integrated simulator for clients, but taking their current projects or up-and-coming projects, plugging them into the simulator. And the project team members that will be working on the project actually simulate their project in a safe environment. Very much as a pilot would climb in a simulator. We're going to put our project managers through the simulator, and then conducting risk analysis and scenario planning around the project in the simulator. Then refocusing the project based on those learnings, and then taking the project into full execution. Obviously using our technologies and our processes to back it up. We started off with a very, very, very basic project dashboard, and we termed it Cupid, Quick Project Initiation Dashboard. It was a dashboard report that we could get out within at least 2 hours to a day. All right, because a lot of clients can't wait for all of the data to be integrated and all the clever linking to be done, because 6 months down the line, we've actually achieved something like that, the project's already in a dismal fashion. So we started with our Cupid dashboards and started growing. We even had some of the recognized project management technology companies approaching us to do prototypes on the cloud solutions. We're talking 2005. So our Cupid dashboards are still our pride. Never ever lost it. They will always be there, because it's quick entry to projects, and it's also quick entry for us into our clients. And we can get project data up and running within a day. And we can start doing the urgency reporting to the executives. As time progressed, we had to move into the domain of proprietary software. We had to start working in the Microsoft platforms, we had to work in the Oracle platforms, the likes of Galtech and so forth. And the approach had to be agnostic. So lots of our clients that we approached already had these systems in place. They didn't need the qubits. Even though it was always an entry point, we then started moving into project management software integration solutions. So we've got our bespoke dashboards, and then we've got our integrated project management solutions that work within the prime project management technology solutions. So we offer the full suite of bespoke development and integrated project management software, from financial, through scheduling, through portfolio management, the full cut from project management information systems. On top of that, we own and have built and continue building something called Lifecycle Manager. And Lifecycle Manager is the processes and procedures for project management that are automated. So it's making it a lot more easier for people to interact and understand how the processes and procedures work around the projects. We've had to move away from desktop manuals and paper files and so forth. It just doesn't work anymore. So we've moved into some very, very clever integrated processes and procedures. From a project management perspective, our clients have approached us on a wide spectrum of resources, from portfolio managers to program managers to project managers to project schedulers to cost engineers to construction managers on site to document controllers on site and at head office, and to clerical clerks on site, contract administrators. So we cover the full ambit of whatever resource or human capital is required on a project. So it is more from project managers to every single type of resource or skill required on a project. What we're finding in the industry now is governance is key. Governance is key. And that's the document control, site control, governance of contracts, and we're finding a huge demand on our governance and document controllers at this point in time. I think in 2 or 3 years' time, I think that's going to move to database specialists, to data analysis on projects. So we're going to be looking at resources on projects that work with data, because that's where we are. Never losing sight that we won't have the document controllers, but we're seeing the angles change as technology changes, as lessons learned are required. But we cover every single ambit. You can ask us for any resource, and we'll find those resources and place them in your project, and anywhere in the world. 56 countries to date. We strategically sat down 3 years ago and we said we are not going to play in the training space of sausage machines. And what that means is we're not going to administer or train courses for the sake of just making money and for putting as many people or bums on seats, as they call it. So strategically we positioned ourselves as a global registered education provider of the Project Management Institute, which is the largest and most announced and proclaimed project management fraternity in the world. So we've aligned all of our training to the Project Management Institute certifications. And that's from the top down to the bottom. And I start at the top. Portfolio Management Professional Certification, Program Management Professional Certification, Project Management Professional Certification, which is the most popular in the world today, where it's almost become the qualifier for project managers internationally. If you look at newspaper adverts for resources or project managers, the bare minimum is project management professional qualification. Then certified associate in project management, scheduling professional, risk professional, agile certified professional, and business analyst professional. So those are all the certifications under the Project Management Institute. That's our niche. That's our niche, is international certifications. We also offer the IAF, the International Association of Facilitators, the Certified Professional Facilitator certification. And that's what we focus on, is international project management certifications. We have acquired a very exciting course that we've just been accredited on. It's called Coloured Brain. and looking at the PMI talent triangle of technical capabilities of project management, leadership capabilities of project managers, and strategic and business thinking of project managers, we've gone and focused on the lens of leadership. And just been accredited through directive communication and coloured branding certification, and all wrapped up together, covering all the angles of the PMI talent triangle and ensuring that the programs that we offer make you internationally certified. Because otherwise everything is just another certificate and another attendance that I need to. You've got to walk away with something that's meaningful, you can take back into your business and actually add to our strategy of protecting